do we want the laptop?
We need it wider. Today we're reviewing the 11mm Irix lens.
And the 15mm.
For those who don't know me, my name is Joey Lever and I'm a director / cinematographer.
Hi, I'm Travis, I'm a photographer and videographer.
And if you remember last episode, we reviewed the Irix 45mm, and since then,
we've grown!
We've kind of got more lenses.
We quite like them.
we kind of like them, they're pretty good. Today we're going to talk about our experiences with these lenses on our film shoots, our travels, our corporate gigs and people we've shot.
So hopefully you're going to be able to find out which lens is right for you. Straight off the bat, you're going to get the exact same thing that you would get with any Irix lens. Great build quality, aluminium alloys, and it's weather sealed.
Ultra 8K ready optics.
Both have 180-degree focus throw, gears for your follow focus, and 9 aperture blades.
While these are both very similar in design, the characteristics are very different.
15mm is a T2.6,
while the 11mm is T4.3.
On a full frame sensor, the 15mm has a 100-degree field of view,
while the 11mm has a 117-degree field of view.
So they're both kind of teetering on that sort of fisheye level.
And these lenses are both going to set you back about €1,000.
That's a great price.
It's a great price. That's a bargain.
We got the 11mm and the 15mm roughly around the same time, and that allowed us to do something a little bit special. I went to South Korea and Japan.
And I went to Viva Las Vegas, and that allowed us to do some real-world field tests.
I chose the 15mm Irix because I knew that I was going to go to one of the most densely packed countries in the world, and I wanted to shoot in a manner that would invite you into the scene, whether I was shooting through busy cities, going through forests, or even temples. Now, Japan can feel quite enclosed, and I thought the 15mm was the perfect lens to open up that world, and it was able to survive everything that I threw at it. The trickiest part about working with a wide angle is that you really have to think about your framing because there's so much in there that sometimes you just need to get creative or let the world walk by. Cityscapes, landscapes and interiors, this lens has pretty much got you covered where bigger is better and surprisingly very little distortion.
Viva Las Vegas, baby, the city of sun, sex, sand and cinematic experiences. If you thought the 15mm was a wide, the 11mm is a super wide. From dazzling interiors to the vibrant crowds of Las Vegas, this city demanded a lens that could capture every spectacular detail, and the 11mm was absolutely suited for that task. With the expansive 117-degree field of view, this lens masterfully captures the vast dynamic settings of Vegas, bringing every bit of the city's flamboyant charm into frame. The cineglass capturing the sharp details of the stunning architecture. And of course, Vegas shines brightest at night and the 11mm excels in low light conditions. Even though it's a super wide angle lens, the T4.3 allows vibrant nightlife without compromise. But of course, it's still a T4.3, so, light's still needed. The Irix 11mm is perfect for them expansive grand shots that you usually wouldn't use in your day-to-day projects. If you want overexpansive depth and versatility in tight spaces, this is the lens for you. Obviously, we've actually only spoken about our guerrilla shooting in different countries, but of course we've used these lenses on films and commercials.
These lenses would traditionally be your establishing shots, your kind of unique and bespoke angles, and even just shooting it in wide and tight scenarios. I even used this 15mm on a short film directed by Paul Barr at Violet Hayes Films, because after reading the script and doing a recce, I could see us using a lens of this caliber to help us achieve some of the more tighter scenes and help us get a bit more of a overall feel for some of the locations. But also it served quite well as a lens for behind the scenes photography, so I can get everyone doing their thing.
And I recently directed a commercial with my company Another World Media with these two lenses attached to a Blackmagic Ursa, rigged to a Lamborghini, and filming a gorilla having a swell old time. It was my job just to direct the advert, but I made sure that my DOP had these Irix lenses for 3 reasons. Number 1, because of the 8K optics. I knew that in post I'd be able to punch in and lose no quality. Number 2, they're insanely well built, so I knew if God forbid they fell off, they'd be fine. Number 3, the Irix look. I knew that I wanted to over-exaggerate the gorilla's features in that really strange wide shot, so I used the 11mm for that. And I wanted really dramatic dynamic car shots, so I used the 15mm for that.
So to wrap up this whole video, the 15mm for me has been a perfect all-rounder wide lens. It does have some of the same pitfalls that every wide-angle lens would have. Like, it's a bit soft in the corners at T2.6, but what would you expect when shooting wide open?
And the 11mm to me, like, it's an amazing super wide angle lens for them shots. Obviously, the 4.3 can hinder a few things, but getting anything lower than that, like, is pretty much impossible for this price point.
In conclusion, this 15mm is perfect for them establishing shots, their interiors, their architecture shots. It's just a very good all-rounder wide-angle lens.
Yeah, and the 11mm for me is perfect for them over-exaggerative shots, and maybe them kind of quirky shots. The 11mm and the barrel it's got, it's great for them kind of things. The 11mm and 15mm Irix lenses are both welcome additions to any filmmaker's kit. Films, projects, commercials, these are the lenses you want for great quality, great cinematic quality and beautiful builds. And of course, if you want any other lens reviews, please let us know. We're huge Irix fans. We love everything they're doing, and yeah.
For $1,000, you can't really go wrong with this level of quality. We're kind of in a new era of golden filmmaking.
We are. And these are the forefront of it. They're absolutely fantastic. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe if you want any more. And see you later.
Peace.
Keep creating.
Do a crash zoom on that.
Keep creating.